Let's look at solving exponential equations. At first, they start off pretty easy. You look at this and you might realize right away that 6 squared equals 36. We know that almost intuitively, but there is a technique or a strategy that you want to learn to use because as they become more complicated, that strategy is necessary. The strategy is the idea that if you rewrite both sides with matching bases, remember this is the base, then you can proceed from there to solve rather complicated ones. So here's what I mean. Can I rewrite this side here, this 36, to have a base of 6? And the answer is yes. I could rewrite 36 as 6 squared, couldn't I? So these bases match, and the strategy then would be to cancel these or kind of ignoring them and then proceeding to focus on this equation. This equals that. Now, when they're more complicated, you'll have to solve it from here. But this one happens to be solved already. You just read it, x equals 2. There's our solution. Let me show you what it looks like when it's a more complicated one. Let's take the problem 1 equals 2 to the power of 3x. Anytime you see 1 on one side, this is going to repeat itself, and there's a nice little strategy for it. And all you do is you rewrite the equation with, again, you've got to have that matching base. So I didn't make any change to this side. But this side, I took the number 1 and I'm trying to rewrite it with a 2. How do I do that? Well, anything raised to the power of 0 equals 1. So I can take the number 1 and rewrite it in any number of ways. I could write it as 3 to the 0, 5 to the 0, 100 to the 0. Anytime you see the number 1, it's very easy to rewrite it with whatever base you want. So let me get rid of my examples here and let's finish this problem. I have matching bases, so I can now ignore those bases and focus on this sentence up here, 0 equals 3x. So now I can solve this algebraic equation to answer the question, what is x? Using algebra, I would divide by 3. 0 divided by 3 is 0. So I get 0 equals x, which is the same idea as x equals 0. So we have our answer of this original equation. The answer is x is 0. And this is the strategy.